Who does the highlights on these things? What's that?
Grand Vision does. Why?
Do they?
Yeah.
Did they have to highlight the 18 of 39 for 3 for me? Like, joking here.
Oh,
Like,
Ryan probably.
what's that? Yeah.
Ryan probably does.
Oh man, that wouldn't have stood out to me. If had he not highlighted it, I wouldn't have known that. You know what I mean? That they had. It's like, oh my gosh, that
He's
did
giving
stand
you
out, huh?
talking points, yeah.
That must have been a factor in the outcome here tonight. I'm kidding. Where to start? Obviously, you play every game to win. That was our mindset. You try to give yourself an opportunity. We knew going into it would be a little shorthanded. We'd have some really, really difficult matchups that way. And I thought our guys did a really good job of responding after we got down 13-2. They came back. They fought. They had an opportunity to take the lead. And to be honest, I thought it was probably a little unfortunate we didn't find a way to kind of stretch it out a little bit. I thought we had some opportunities offensively we didn't cash in on, and we kind of had them on their heels a little bit. I think we came down 1 at the half, if I remember. I thought they did a nice job of, kind of adjusting their zone attack a little bit against us, and I thought we played really, really hard. I think the film will show our guys there were some, it wasn't an effort thing. There were some poor decisions, I thought, kind of on rotations and understanding personnel, and they did a good job of spreading us out, and man, they really moved the ball. And obviously, like we just showed there, I mean, the game was really won and lost at the free throw line. I mean, that's hard to do. What did we shoot, 70% in the second half, and outscored them like we did in the paint. But obviously, they're an excellent three-point shooting team, and we just couldn't stop them.
I was going to say, on a night like tonight, do you just not tip your cap to a team that shoots that well from three?
Yeah, but, some of that was us in the second half, I thought, in particular. I thought, they did a really good job of, I thought, kind of adjusting their zone attack a little bit. And it's not like we're some high-level zone defensive team, you know what I mean? We work on it a little bit. We made the decision going into this game. We wanted to do something, being shorthanded. We wanted to eliminate foul trouble. This is also a team that really gets to the free throw line a lot, and thought we were going to have to do that. And I thought early on it actually was pretty effective. They were shooting threes, but that's all they were doing. They weren't getting fouled. I thought we did a good job, and then I thought, again, they adjusted a little bit in the second half. So, yes, they've got really good shooters. Stephen Ashworth is really, really hard to stop when he gets going, but it's a combination of that and some defensive errors.
Some of those rotations, and obviously, again, a lineup tinkering you had to do, does that play into some of it? Some guys in different spots?
Yeah, I mean, we decided we were gonna play a lot of zone tonight for a lot of reasons, and again, it worked early, and then they got into a rhythm again. I thought they made a nice adjustment in how they were attacking it, something that they hadn't done, and just spread us out a little bit more. And they're a team that's gonna make you pay, that way. And so, again, I thought there were some things defensively we should have, even though we're not a team that has spent a ton of time practicing that. I think there were some things that the guys will see on film, like, boy, I should have closed out to him, not to him, or, that wasn't my rotation. But they were playing hard. They were trying. These guys, I mean, they really move the ball well, and they space it, and they're a hard team to guard.
I was going to say, do you think you played more zone in this game tonight than you played maybe the last 2 years?
I've been a head coach for a decade. I've never opened up a game in a zone in my life. That's the first time I've ever done that. So yes, this is more zone than I've ever played in a basketball game in my life.
Has this whole season just kind of been a challenge for you guys as a coaching staff as you're just trying to tinker with new things with how often you've been shorthanded this year?
To be a good way to say it, I mean, it's been a real challenge. I mean, in so many ways. I mean, just from the day the season ended last year. I mean, and I don't need to get into all that or whatever right now, but yeah, it's been a challenge. But nothing about this is easy. That's not what we sign up for. It's not supposed to be easy. It's difficult. You get things thrown at you in life. Things don't go your way, and we've just got to keep responding. And I tried to challenge these guys, in the last couple of days to. I mean, they all know, we're here. We want to win. I can't just go in there and say, hey, forget about it. Let's just go have fun. They wouldn't respect me for that because these guys are competitive people, and it starts with me. But at the same time, we got to find something to play for that's bigger than just the scoreboard. You know what I mean? It can't just be about winning and losing. There's got to be some other purpose to what you're doing. And I thought the guys really over the last couple of weeks have just – and I get it. Like, it's not going the way they want. Like, it spiraled into a place that nobody saw coming for a variety of reasons. But we got to pick ourselves up the mat, and I thought we played with a little bit more joy tonight. I thought we played with a little bit more passion. I thought the guys were really excited for Trace Young to get an opportunity. And so I thought I saw a lot better spirit out of our ball club here tonight, and hopefully that's something to build on. But it's been a challenge.
You mentioned the 70% that you guys shot from the field in the second half. Did it just feel like you guys were trading twos for threes at some point there?
Yeah, it felt exactly like that. Lots of twos for threes. Yeah, and I didn't think our ball movement was necessarily great that way, but man, we were just able to really get into the teeth of the defense fairly easily here tonight. But we went 3 of 17 from 3 too. And I thought we had a lot of good looks. We're not shooting the ball particularly well, so we're gonna have to have a few more of those to go down to beat a team of this quality.
You've played in a few of these Fight Like a Ram games. Do you feel like it takes you and your team to just like a different emotional place than a normal game does?
Oh, I mean, there's no question about that. I mean, I think it's really hard to understand when you're a young person. And first of all, this is one of the best things we do. This is so awesome. It's so meaningful to our program and to these young people. And I know it's really meaningful to these cancer warriors and their families. But it is emotional, and they get an opportunity to meet them and hear their stories and people who are fighting for their lives. And that's and then you're wearing that name on your jersey. That's a difficult thing to process. Everybody takes that a little bit differently. Not everybody plays well in these situations, even though you want to. But that you know what? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's bigger than that, And these guys out there, they lost the game, but they're out there with them. And you know what? The patients out there, whatever. Yeah, they would have liked that we won. They don't care whether we won or lost the game. They don't really care. They prefer that we won, but it's not about that. It really isn't.
Do you sense that the players have more weight on their shoulders, just given the gravity of this game?
I think sometimes, if you approach it, depending on how you approach it, I thought we have at times. I think maybe Ryan's women would say the same. The women would say the same thing at times. But that's okay. Do you know what I mean? I think that's something that you can learn and grow from. When you're in those situations and you feel that kind of emotion, you feel things that are bigger, than what you're doing. And but I thought our guys handled it well today. I did. I thought they handled it well today. I thought they played with a good spirit. I think they understood what that was. And again, I thought our team played with really good effort there tonight. I really did.
It seems like you're at least satisfied with the resiliency. After the CU game, as I tried to bring up silver linings, like there are really none. It seems like there are.
God, we got to bring up CU even. I'm just kidding. You're go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, just like obviously the results aren't there, but as you're kind of alluding to here, the fight is still coming, and they're not laying down and just getting run out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, I thought after the UNLV game the other night, I sensed something different from our group, just kind of a real downer. And of course, you're going to be down. The season, the game didn't go the way you wanted, but I thought our spirit was better, and we went through that stretch. We had 3 overtime games in a row. We lose, on the buzzer at Wyoming, and I think it can become this way where you feel like, man, just nothing's going your way. But the second you start feeling sorry for yourself or whatever, man, it's going to spiral in a whole nother direction. We didn't do that here tonight. And the one thing, this group is not going to give in. They're not. They're not going to do it, all right? I'm not going to do it. Nobody is. We're going to keep battling. We're going to keep working. We're going to keep fighting. Whoever is in there, that's what we're going to do, because that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you do in life. And I told them at some point they'll get rewarded for that. I don't know if it's going to be wins or losses. It might be 10 years from now. Do you know what I mean? When they realize something that they were able to do through this, they will. But that's what our charge is, and that's what we're going to do, starting Tuesday at Air Force.
Do you think tonight, or all the events that go with tonight, that gives a little life perspective to, the losses suck, but...
Yeah, I think for me, the last few days are all about perspective. I mean, having perspective of, it stinks. Like, I'm competitive. It hurts to lose. You just get into. You're relentless as a coach. You're relentless. A player, you're relentless, and you get into this stuff. It's hard to take a step back. And it's like I told him the other day, or I told him before the game. I mean, at the end of the day, I got to coach basketball today. I got to, regardless of it. Has it been fun the last month? No, not all the time, but it is fun. I get to and they got to play. they got to play. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's pretty freaking cool. And if they take a step back and they look at their life and like, Isaiah Stevens never lost before. But you know what? He's getting to play. I'm getting to coach. So we're still getting to do what we love every day. And that's perspective. You know what I mean? And so, yes, I think that's something that we have to continue to do, play for something that's a little bit bigger than just the winning and the losing. And I think that will help this group continue to battle.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.